Here we are now, back with Big Buck Night. How far have you come here, Tim?
I've got the nose and the mouth in place. We've almost got the Y incision on the top, so I'm going to work on the ear butts and the eyes, and it's going good.
It's going good, huh?
Real good.
Boy, it kind of looks pretty rough.
Well, it's still in the beginning stages. So.
Beginning stage, it looks almost done with the hide on it. Well, what the heck?
Well,
we're going to find out in the next hour how close you can get this to completed.
It'll be pretty close.
Very good. Very good. We're going to be back and check on the progress here. Now, let's check out some of these northern lower peninsula bucks. I said we had entries from 64 of Michigan's 83 counties. Well, 7 of the missing entries were from the Upper Peninsula. We dropped 9 in the TB surveillance area, and Grand Traverse County was missing. Now, the other 2 missing counties are on the southern border, and we are working our way south. Let's look at some big bucks from the southern counties of the Rifle Zone. The biggest buck we could find from Bay County was taken by a lady. Lady Luck here, Gail Holbrook from Saginaw. Got this one. The outside spread on this buck was 21 inches, which easily qualifies it. Has 7.5-inch tines, 9 antler points. Looks like that brow tine there's missing. Gail?
Doesn't look like it ever grew, and I don't think.
No, it didn't. I was just waiting for you to talk there. You're getting over laryngitis, huh?
Yes.
Well, tell me about this rack. Is this something that you do every year?
No,
big bucks?
I've been hunting for 3 years. This is the first buck I've ever saw in the woods.
Wow.
I was sitting there, and I kind of was looking around, and I'd been there for about 3 hours. So I was kind of bored. I was looking around, and all of a sudden I looked up, and he was about 30 yards from me.
Very good. Well, this was the biggest buck we could find in Bay County. How about that? Gratiot County's best, the biggest that we could find, was an 8-point, but a big wide 8-point with tall tines. It had a 21 1/8-inch spread. Of course, that qualifies on our program, plus 10-inch tines. A huge one. Dave Luce from Alma.
From Alma.
You got this one?
Yep, first nice buck and bow.
And
on my boy's birthday, October 3rd.
Really? Were you hunting with Dad?
Nope.
No.
But he got you that for your birthday.
The night before, he told me that's all I wanted for his birthday was for me to get a good buck.
Well, outstanding.
And that's the truth.
Outstanding. You did that, and both of you made Big Buck Night. Congratulations.
Thank
Way
you.
to go. That's a nice one. Russell Jones from Hope got the biggest buck we could find in Middleton County. This one qualified in 2 out of the 3 categories. Had a 20-inch spread. Look at those tines. 11-inch tines on that baby. Only 8 points. But I don't know, only 8 points, Russ?
Only 8.
Probably the biggest one you've ever taken?
Yes, it is. I shot one 2 years ago. It was on your show. It was close.
Wow, that's something else. Well, that was in Midland County, the 21st of October. The big buck from Newaygo County is a rack that is another one of these tall racks that nobody really measures for the height from the bottom to the top. But this is unusually tall, and it's a heavy rack, too. Brent Houtman from Sparta.
Yep.
You got this one on, let's see, that was the 15th, opening day of gun season. This is an 11-point. They seem like all good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All good big points, a 20.5-inch spread, 7-inch tines. How was the season over there?
Pretty good, pretty good. We had 7 spike horns hanging and this, so.
What was the longest spike?
We had some 9-inch spikes.
Hey, well, you took not only your deer camp, but you took the county, as far as we know, with this one. Congratulations, Brent. Montcalm County produced a couple big bucks that are noteworthy. This one here is a 13-point, of course, meets the 10-point qualification. It also has a 19 1/8-inch spread. It's a big boy. Bob LeBonville from Middleton, huh?
Yes, Fred.
Now, you've been hunting how many years?
Oh, quite a few.
And how many bucks have you got of this caliber?
None. This is my largest one. I got him with a bow, so it made me feel pretty good.
Well, you should. Qualifies for our award program on the spread and the number of points. You got plenty of them. Congratulations, Bob.
Thank you, Fred.
Muskegon County was dominated this season by the Bernhardt boys. We have the younger of the two, Nate, 17-year-old Nate. Nate, you got a pair of qualifying racks here. Both of these are 10 points. Both of them have 18-inch spreads. And this one has 9-inch tines. This one has 5.5-inch tines. But boy, this is something, if you go by just the mathematics there, you wouldn't give credit to the mass on this rack. That's about, what, twice as heavy?
Oh, yeah. Easy.
That is something else. And you got both of these gun season.
Yep.
Opening day and the second day.
Yep. Opening morning and small one, and next morning,
Wow.
big one.
That is something else. What about your brother, your 24-year-old brother? What can you tell me about him? He just shoots the 8 points?
Yeah, he's a bow hunting fool. That's all I got to say.
Is that right? Are you?
Yeah.
Try hard.
Well, now your bucks are both 8 points, and this one qualifies with a 10-inch tine. So you bow hunt, brother Nate gun hunts.
Yeah, I do hunting, all the hunting, but I seem to do best at bow hunting.
No kidding. Jeremy and Nate Bernhardt, if you're wondering where all the big bucks went in Muskegon County, they are on the wall in the Bernhardt Den, huh?
Yep.
The southern counties of the rifle zone had particularly notable racks coming from 5 counties, and 2 of these, Oceana and Mecosta, turned out bucks that make our Hoosier Papa Club. Believe it or not, this rack has longer tines than anything you've seen up to this point, over 12. This is a wider rack here than anything you've seen. Lonnie Cole and Claude, we're gonna have to see you in the Hoosier Papa Club. You guys are way too big to talk to right now. I gotta get over here and talk to Tim Alice from Howard City, Montcalm County. How big is this one?
10 points.
Well, it has more than that. 19-inch spread,
Yep.
10-inch tine.
10-inch tine and some fair mass.
I guess.
The best one I've got.
The best one you've got, and I think it's just about the best one that we found in Montcalm County, my man. That's awesome. And from which county?
Isabella.
Isabella. Look at this. How many points we talking?
Well, we've got it checked in tonight at 13, and was a real good buck. Grunted all the way in and had a good time hunting this deer.
13 points. That's an unusual way that spreads out on both.
Yep,
both
and
of
back
the
here
beams.
on this side too, it's the same.
Whoa. Cool.
So,
Scott Palmerville from Sanford. Now we have Mario Vandermeulen from Birch Run.
Yep.
Saginaw County. What in the world? Holy cow, is that a heavy rack?
Yeah, it is.
How big is it?
It's 12 point.
12 point, and you
Yeah.
got a drop
got a
tine
drop
down
tine
there,
on it.
some sticker points,
Yep.
and the spread.
22.5 inches.
And the tines, you're just short of the Hoosier Papa Club on all these.
11.5.
But you qualified in the point, spread, and tine length all the way around.
All right, that's good.
Yes, you're darn right.
Yeah.
That's good. Well, congratulations,
Thank you.
Mario. And now let's check out some more bucks as we work our way south. The southern part of the Lower Peninsula generally produces a lot of big bucks. Now, the thumb counties are farming counties, and you'd expect big bucks there. But the metropolitan counties, in this day and age, turn out some monsters. We got a whomping big buck here from Genesee County on opening day. Tim Carlson from Auburn Hills took this. Tim, there's several things about this rack that is unusual. One of them here was just the width of this beam. Holy cow, that is big. What else about this rack is different?
Well, the drop tine right here, this is kind of the first thing I've ever seen on a deer like that.
So that gave you the 11th point.
Yep, that gave me the 11th, but hurt me overall in the deductions, but I'll take that.
Well, not with our system.
Yeah, not with your system.
In fact, that helped you on the spread.
Yep.
You originally scored this with about a 20.5-inch spread.
Yep.
How did you get the widest spread?
Well, he measured from the longest tine here to the drop tine down here, and this gave me an extra 3 inches on the spread.
23 inches.
Yep.
Well, congratulations. That's how you do it. Hey, we give you credit for everything in our system, Tim.
Hey, I'll take that any day.
Sanilac County produced one tall rack here. This was taken by Dan Gehrman from Brown City. This says, how long are these tines here, Dan?
11 2/8.
Yeah, 2/8, that's a quarter, 11 1/4 inches. And I tell you, this is one of these big white bleached racks. A lot of those come from the thumb area. So you were hunting with a muzzle loader.
Yes, opening morning.
Opening morning of gun season. Why the muzzle loader?
Challenge, longer range.
Well, you met the challenge there. You got the tallest buck, the biggest buck we could find from Sanilac County. Congratulations, Dan.
Thank you.
Wayne County, of all places. You wouldn't think a big buck would come from there, but we have a beast that came from there, a 12-point buck. All of these great big tines. In fact, the longest tine is 9 3/8 inches, a 20 3/4 inch spread. Okay, who got this was Stuart Johnstone from Redford. Wayne County?
Yep.
What's the deal? Along the expressway? You hit it with your car? What? Tell me.
Well, I got him right off a golf course, believe it or not.
Really?
Not
Say
too
no
far.
more.
That's enough.
Say no more. It was not Kensington, though, or anything
No,
in that area,
no.
not one of the metro parks. Okay, but this is what Wayne County can produce. Down there right amongst you could probably hear traffic and airplanes and
Yeah, airplanes.
everything else from where you are. That is something else. That's a monster rack. That's our monster rack from Wayne County. Quite something, Stuart Johnstone. 12-point, congratulations.
Thank you.
That Wayne County buck was impressive, but out of these southeastern counties, we have more. We have big ones from Montcalm, Oakland, Monroe, Tuscola, Lapeer, you're disqualified.
Why?
Well, just till the end of the show.
All right.
You got too many points. Who's your papa? We'll find that out at the end. Sorry, Nathan. He'll be back. Donnie Carpenter from Caro, hunting Tuscola County.
Yep, sure was.
That's a huge rack.
It's not bad.
What do you mean not bad? Look at the size of those tines on that 20. It's a 21.5-inch spread.
Yeah, it sure is.
But it's a lot of room inside there.
Oh, yeah. It's really nice for the county.
You betcha. In fact, that's the biggest one we could find from Tuscola.
Thanks.
Way to go. Todd Anselm from Novi.
Yes. Hunting down in Monroe County. It's my first deer. Been hunting for 2 years on private property. Just got lucky during a deer drive.
Yeah, 8-point, 18.5-inch spread. You know, that qualifies on our spread, but look at the tine. How long is that?
It's 11 3/4.
Oh, man. Man, another 1/4 inch and you could been a Who's Your Papa Club. But that's very impressive. Todd Anselm from Novi. Clark Bjorling. And you're not from the Yoop.
No, Oakland County.
Oakland County, and that's where you got this monster?
Yep, Thanksgiving morning. Took it with a pistol.
Huh. Holy cow, Woodward Avenue?
No, I wish.
So back in some hinterlands, huh? But
Yeah,
look
private
at
property.
Look at the mass on this rack.
Biggest
And
one I've ever seen.
Man, I guess. Well, you have some hunting spot there. Clark Bjorling from Fenton. And here's one that, well, if you go by the numbers.
Sean Quinn.
Sean Quinn probably got the numbers here.
Yep.
How many points?
It's going to be 14 is what they scored it here.
But look at the length of these babies.
That's nice, yeah. It took third out of Montcalm County, third biggest buck out of Montcalm County.
Look at those brow. That is absolutely incredible.
It's beautiful, beautiful.
Well, very good.
Thank you.
Very good. Now we're going to take a look at the bucks just to the west of where you guys took yours, across the central portion of the state. The northern and western counties of the shotgun zone all reported trophy bucks. Let's take a look at some of the most impressive ones, starting with the county on Lake Michigan. The biggest buck from Ottawa County is a 9-pointer, kind of deceptive here. Where is that 9th point?
Right here, it's just an inch. I didn't really feel like counting it, but it's an inch.
Okay, but you'll take her for a 9. It qualifies for our award program with the spread, which is more than 18 inches. It is a 20 1/8 inch spread. And you are Dan Lipsky from?
Marne.
From Marne?
Mm-hmm.
And biggest buck you've ever taken?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, way to go. That's the biggest one we could find in Ottawa County. Shiawassee County's biggest here. This is going to be a challenge on counting these points. It's a big bleached out rack. It does have 10-inch tines, so that puts it in our contest. 17.5-inch spread, a little bit short in that category, but it does have 12 antler points. Now, I've been looking at this, Ricky Thayer from Corunna. Now, you got 1, 2, that counts as a point?
Yeah, just barely.
3, 4, 5. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Where do we?
2 down there.
And 2 down there. Oh, man, that just makes it.
Yeah, well, it deducts it too.
Deducts it in different scoring systems.
For Pope and Young.
Yeah, for Pope and Young. Well, we'll give you credit for that one. That's a nice buck. Shiawassee County, 12-pointer. You got that with the bow.
Yep.
Just before the end of gun season.
Yep.
Ionia County produced a big one for the boards here. This was a 13-point. It's very symmetrical, sort of a white bleached out rack. Doesn't have real tall tines, a little over 6 inches, but it meets our qualifications both on the 18-inch spread, and it has 13 antler points. Jim Alderink from Ionia. That's a beaut. You got this with a bow?
Yes, I did. Yep, 32 yards.
32 yards, and you were hunting just 5 days before gun season.
Yeah.
Did you go gun hunting?
Yeah.
See anything?
Yeah, oh, yeah, I seen quite a few, but nothing big, so I didn't shoot anything.
Huh. Well, you got a big one there. Biggest one we could find in Ionia County. Congratulations, Jim. From Clinton County, Dave Farr from DeWitt, he got a buck that qualifies in 2 out of our 3 minimum criteria. One, it has 10 antler points. It also has a tine of 11 5/8. And is this the tine right here,
Yeah,
Dave?
that's the one right there.
Holy cow, that's a very unusual, it's not really a drop tine. It's not really a brow tine. Those are the brow tines there.
He tried to get one right here.
Holy cow, that is very strange. The other strange thing about the rack is that it's shaped, I call these sort of like basketball racks. They're kind of round, but look at these 3 ends of the tines are just within an inch of each other. That is weird.
The thing that I found the most weird about it, Fred, is you think that it was like this on his head, but it wasn't. It's like this on his head.
Tipped back.
That's how, this right here was straight up and down almost, and these
I'll
were
be darned.
pointed right back.
That's going to make a great mount.
He's going to be mounted, don't worry about that.
Here's another buck from Clinton County, but it's big in different ways. It doesn't have the tall tines. The longest tine is 6 inches tall, so it's not a tall rack. But it is very busy with points. Look at the points. You got 13 here that are legitimate. Sean Kellogg from Langsburg, you wanted to count this one, huh?
Oh, I'd like to try, but nobody's letting me do it.
Nobody's letting you do it, and there's another one over here. This one right here.
Yeah.
Not quite an inch tall. And of course, you always point out that one there, that's just a bump. Come on, Sean.
He's trying. Come on, give him a little credit.
But I tell you what, this rack has that many don't. It has a lot of points close together. Look at all those points, just in a very small area, but that makes an impressive rack. That's also 19 1/4 inches wide. So Nick Sade, your taxidermist, got this baby mounted right away, huh?
Yep, this is 20 days old right now.
20 days old.
He does a good job and he goes fast.
Hey, and you did a good job on that buck. 13 points.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Sean. We have a Clinton County buck here that qualifies in all 3 categories. It has a widespread 21 1/2 inches. Longest tine is 10 5/8, so that makes our 10-inch minimum, and it has 10 antler points. Well, 8 of them you can see real easy right here, and then these that come off the burr, sticker points. Some scorers don't score that type of thing in some scoring systems off the burr, but we give you credit for everything. So, Dave Falsetta from Grand Ledge.
Yes.
Biggest buck you've taken?
Yes.
You hunt down here every year, or you go up north at all?
I hunt down here.
And what did you hear about this year? Were people seeing deer?
Yep, yep. A lot of does.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
But you got the big buck.
Yep. Thanksgiving morning.
Well, that's a nice one. Congratulations, Dave.
Thank you.
This belt of counties across the middle of the southern Lower Peninsula produced what might be a couple of the biggest bucks of the year, at least on points and spread. Livingston, Allegan, and Eaton County turned out these big boys. In the deer hunter's world, we're getting into the area that you might call obscenity. This really is. It's obscene, the size of these racks. These 3 here on this end have got to go. They're going to come back at the end, but I tell you what, they're amongst the biggest. 24 1/2 inch spread. We're talking, oh, you got a 6-point. Get it, little 6-point. And you have one that's all too hard to count. Too hard to count. You step aside. We're going to have you back at the top of the heap in the Hoosier Papa Club. Now, we got here Tom Andrews from Lansing. What does this represent?
What's this represent?
Yeah. Is this your hunting this year?
A lot of hard work.
1 day? 2 days?
Well, a friend of mine saw 7 bucks on January 2nd of last year, and he hunts my 80 acres up north. So I said, well, maybe I can hunt your property down here. So
look at the points. How many points are on this?
13, I guess.
13! There you go with the rack that has a lot of points, but is much smaller than one with less points.
But I sat in a tree stand November 3rd, 11 hours, and got these on video.
On video?
Got them a few days later.
We're going to have to talk about that. What do you got here?
It's 14 point. I like calling it 15, but it's 14.
Well, you know, I happen to know Gerald Schneider. This is your first buck.
Yep.
Your first deer?
Nope. It's my first buck, though.
It's from Eaton County, a 14-point, 22 1/2 inch spread, almost 10-inch tines. That's a way to start buck hunting.
Oh, yeah.
You know this guy? You know Ackerman?
Nope.
I've known Ackerman for a while, and I thought he was just BSing when he was talking about coming on Big Buck Night this year.
Yes.
What do you got there, Dick? You got it from Ingham County.
Ingham County.
How big is it?
21 1/2 wide, 26-inch beams. He's, I think he has 10-inch tines.
Holy cow. You son of a gun. You hot dog. I thought you were funning me when you said you were going to be on Big Buck Night, but you got it. John Stevens from Fowlerville. How big is this?
12 point, 21 and a half inch, 4 times 10 inches.
Wow. And you got this in Livingston County.
Yep, October 29th, bow season.
And you got it mounted fast. You got it as fast as these guys back here working on that buck over our shoulder. Jack Arnold from Grand Rapids.
Yes, sir.
What county is this from?
Kent County.
That's an interesting rack, the way that all goes around, that sort of that basket shape.
Oh, yeah.
How big is it?
It's 11 points what they scored it at.
With how long a tines?
11 and a half inch tine right here, and then about a 19 and 3 inch or 3/4 inch outside spread.
Kent County did not have a lot of entries this year, but you did real well. Jack Arnold from Grand Rapids. And we have right here Dan Agee from Plainwell. Allegan County has turned in some horrendous wrecks in the past. How big is this one?
21 and 3/4 wide, 12 point, 10 inch tine.
Wow. Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. That is a bunch of huge racks. These are not, I mean, we all want to know who's the papa on these racks, but we're going to be back with the Who's Your Papa Club in our next segment. So please stay tuned.